Guaranteed delivery in time for Labor Day. If you use your credit card, this can be put on auto delivery, and a one-day only price means that is the best price guaranteed for the next 6 months and maybe ever. The best of the best, direct from Rastelli Market. Those beautiful hands are Ray Rastelli's. He is America's butcher, bringing us fresh, incredible meat, and a combination here in time for that picnic or just for good eating, tailgating, whatever you may have coming up. Take a look. I know it's hard not to watch what you're doing over there, but take a look right here, because what Ray brought us were some of his absolute best sellers and his favorite. Up top, these are 8 of his raw sirloin steaks, fresh black Angus, one of his most popular sizes. This is one of his most popular all-time meats that he was brought to QVC. So if you just got that, I think we'd all be very happy. But take a look down here, because you are getting 4 1-pound bags of fresh tenderloin tips to create in so many different ways, and then 15 of these wonderful black Angus beef dogs. Those alone, if you went to QVC.com right now, the 15 black Angus hot dogs alone would sell for $49.75. The 4 bags of tenderloin tips right now on QVC.com sell for $77. And listen, at the freshness and the quality and the black Angus, we would pay that. So you are actually getting the steaks and not paying for them. However you want to look at it, you're paying for the hot dogs, you're paying for the tenderloin tips, and the steaks are absolutely included. Free shipping and handling. We could do bill to ship to. If you want to ship this to the picnic, if you want to ship this to somebody, this is, you know, my brother-in-law, Jerry, this is his favorite. He loves meat, and he knows good meat. So when I buy him a birthday present, it's Rastelli's every single time. Ray Rastelli, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you. So happy to be here. You know, we've got this grilling pack is just in time for Labor Day. So we've got all the favorites that our guests have just loved, and at a price that I'm not sure how we figured that out, but free steaks is always a good thing. So we'll start actually with the steak. Look at this beautiful sirloin steak.
Yeah,
so
wow.
When we look at this, there's a reason you see this beautiful juiciness in here, because it's black Angus. It's been aged for 28 days. You can see there's no fat on here, and the reason why, because we've taken all the fat off of it. It is center cut. This is the most popular steak you're going to get in most steakhouses. Always that center cut Angus steak. And there's a reason they say it's aged to perfection, because the natural aging process is what we do for those restaurants. And that's why a steak tastes so great at a steakhouse. Because when you typically buy it at a supermarket, you're not getting that aging process.
Yeah,
they want to bring it in and sell it and get it out. We're actually taking the time, 28 days worth of time, and making sure that you get a steak that looks like this. I mean, look at the moisture that's inside of this steak. When we take this steak, and this is not a rare steak, this is a medium steak. So what you see inside there in the moisture is all the marbling. It's inside a sirloin steak. And that's what gives it that texture, the tenderness, and the taste. So
Ray, this is why we go to a butcher, because we don't have the education that you have, that you share with us, and we don't have access to these things to be able to serve food. I think for most of us is love for our family, for our friends. I mean, this is the best of the best, and the size of those sirloin steaks, I know it's a very popular size as well, because these are so incredible. Oh, and I never said, you do get a seasoning mix with this also. That's what you see Ray just sprinkling on there, although I have to say, your steaks never need much.
Well, there's a little bit there for you to taste, Pat. And what I always talk about where it starts, so isn't that incredible? I mean, it's tender, it's juicy.
So juicy,
right?
It just exploded when I bit into it.
It really does, and you're not going to have any fat. When you come into the butcher shop, which people have done now for the past 43 years, they get to see that meat right in front of them. They see there's our aging rooms. It's so important to be able to know where your meat comes from, really important to know who's behind it and who's cutting it. So for 43 years, being a butcher has been my privilege for all of our guests that walk through the doors every single week and depend on me to make sure that we're feeding their family the right product each week. So we have a simple saying in the butcher shop to all of our butchers: if you wouldn't bring it home to mom, then let's not give it to our guests. It's as simple as that, but let me take you to the butcher block.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think
and
it's really
let me
important.
remind you that you can order this one time, but the auto delivery means you will always have these things in the freezer. That's the beauty of this.
Yes. So remember, Black Angus. Everything today is about Black Angus. We started with our sirloin steak. And you know, this is a great grilling steak. We've got Labor Day coming up. We've got the seasoning pack that goes with it. But I will tell you that I love calling this my everything steak because I can make fajitas out of it. I can make kebabs out of it. I can make chicken fried steak out of it. I can make a Philly steak out of it. So for me, it's the everything steak. But then we get to the filet mignon. So take a look at this full filet mignon. These center cut filet mignons are what you go into a great steakhouse and pay a crazy number for. Well, what we've done, we've taken the two ends, which are just the same, all filet mignon, and we've cut them into beautiful steak bites. Now, you're going to in each one of those packages of 16 ounces are approximately 20 filet mignon. 20.
Wow, and you
get four, which is 80. So you've got
Wow.
80 steak bites that go right along with it. And
Well, Ray, I have to tell you, our tasters are very hungry
that's
over
good.
there. And I have to show you, this steak bite is wrapped in bacon, Jane Brown.
Things that we just brought out, Mr. Rastelli. So just so you know, we want to know why we started with the hot dog and our hot dog is gone. So we want to know why we didn't get a whole hot dog. But
I'm filing a complaint
I know,
with
right?
upper management.
We want a full hot dog. So Adina, you were talking about the texture of the steak and the
So amazing. And mine is just absolutely perfect. But I love that it really is. It's like this sirloin is almost like a filet mignon.
It is.
It's that delicious. And I love the fact that I do get filet mignon and then I do get the hot dogs. I'm all about a one-stop shop.
Right.
Yeah. And this
Oh,
is
yeah.
it in a box.
Get it all together.
Right?
And think about it when you think about your family that comes over for Labor Day. There's going to be somebody who wants hot dogs. There's
Yes.
going to be
Oh, yeah.
somebody who really prefers the filet, however you make it. And there's going to be the guys and the girls that want that big party steak.
I
Other than that,
want both though. I do. I always want. I want
You
a
got it
steak
all.
and I want a hot dog, or I want a burger and I want both. I don't want to have to
But now you
do
get
one or
three.
the other.
Now you get
yeah, I
three.
want them all.
at a great
Well,
price
let them
too.
figure it out. You know
Thank
what
you.
I feel like, Ray?
Thank you.
I feel like we took the trip to come see you at your marketplace, and we went grocery shopping with you. We picked out, you recommended, we picked out the best of the best. And whether you're using this all at one time or whether you're putting it into the freezer and enjoying it, remember you are getting 15 of those hot dogs, 15 of the Black Angus beef dogs. Those alone would sell for $49.75. Then there are 4 1-pound bags, 20 tips in each. That's 80 of those. They would sell for $77. Then you didn't even have to pay for those Black Angus sirloin steaks, and they're the perfect size. Ray, for somebody who's never ordered from QVC before, how do they come? What should I expect? Will you give me instructions?
Yes, so you're not only going to
Please.
get the seasoning pack with those steaks, but you're also going to get a
Wow, look
bunch
at
of
that.
great recipes and ideas. And each one of those steaks comes individually vacuum packed. So you can see, Pat, they come just like this.
Oh, that's
all
perfect.
blast frozen at the peak of freshness. And then you can put this in your freezer. It's going to stay in your freezer for up to 12 months.
Oh, wow.
If you need it, if you're in a pinch and you really got to thaw it out quickly, just take this and run it under cold water for about 10 minutes, and it's going to be soft and ready for you to cook.
I mean, fast food.
Fast
Of
food,
that
but
quality.
real food
I mean,
that's fast.
real food.
Right?
Use your credit card, even if you're shopping with us for the very first time. What a wonderful thing to do bill to, ship to, and to send it to someone who's
Yes.
hosting. For listen, I can go to the grocery store and blow through for myself $100, $150 very, very easily. You are getting quality, 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 and everything is prepared for you, so you can just have fun with the recipes. What'd you do here?
Fun. You know, this is the ultimate in fun. So let's talk about our Frankfurter. I know people call these hot dogs. These are Frankfurters. They're jumbo Frankfurters. So how big are they? Let me show you how big they are. And you'll notice the color,
my gosh.
right? So look at the size of our Frankfurter. It's 3.2 ounces. The typical hot dog is about 1.5 ounces, so it's more than twice the size. But notice the color. Beautiful color because it's all beef. You know, we always talk about our hot dogs and say, I'm not sure what's in my hot dog. Do I really want it? Well, this is a Frankfurter that's made with all Black Angus steak. Look at the beautiful color, 3.2 ounces. So Not only is it made with beautiful steak, Pat, but it's made with a recipe from the late 1600s. And a great Frankfurter is all about the meat you start with, but it's also about the recipe itself.
And Ray, I love it. You are a grandfather to 10 little ones.
Yes.
So now you have 15 hot dogs. Kids are going back to school. You know, it's football season. It's fall. Family is coming to visit. You will have all of these things. So let me remind you, this you can put on auto delivery. That way you lock Ray and you lock QVC into the best price that we guarantee you for the next 6 months. What are you getting? Oh, wait. We started with $1,300. $500, and then this offer's off the table. So please keep in mind that you'll get 15 of the Frankfurters. You will get 4 1-pound bags, 20 tips in each, 80. That on QVC.com right now is $77. This QVC.com, the Frankfurters, 15 of them, is being offered for almost $50. The steaks, well, they're just our way of saying thank you. We are guaranteeing you in time for Labor Day. Use your credit card on this. You don't have to use them for Labor Day. They will stay for 10, 12
They'll
months?
stay for 12 months, and you will not be disappointed. Your guests at your picnic are just going to say, oh my goodness, where did you get this? And you can tell them, well, you got it from your butcher, because every one of these things will be crowd pleasers.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
America's Butcher,
Thank
Granddad.
you. Thank you.
All right. Well, here's an update, and you know this is perfect with